Hello again. So this time I'm going to talk about never being able to say goodbye. And not that that's something you want to be able to do with a child or anyone you have a very close relationship with, when it's actually, them leaving. And with that, never being able to express to them fully how proud you were of them, of all of the little victories that they achieved on their own. I've always told all three of my children that, making mistakes is part of life, part of living, part of learning. And sometimes it feels like we make more mistakes than we find achievement and success. But if you learn from those mistakes and you try to make things better the next day or the next time you try something, then you've achieved a success. I also always have tried to stress that it's not about making money, even though that's always nice, right? It's about being happy and being content and being able to look in the mirror and look at yourself and say, yeah, I did this. I'm happy with who I am, where I am, what I've done, what I'm planning to do. So, reflecting on everything, and like I said, as a regular practice, thinking even further back to like my parents, right? And I don't know why I was thinking of this, but I was, how my mom wrote, how she signed her name. She went to school after high school for stenography and shorthand, and she was a lifelong secretary, right? That was her career. And I used to love her penmanship, particularly the way she wrote her D's, for the first letter of my name, Darlene. I always tried to write my D's like she did. And thinking on that, how my father used to sign his name. And my father didn't finish high school. He just started working. That was something he needed to do at that time to help support his family, right? So thinking back on that, right, and I wish I had let my mom know that, those little things, right? And I wish I had let my dad know that I was so proud of him for making that choice way back when, right? And that's why it's especially upsetting that I didn't get to tell Jesse just how proud I was of him, of getting the loan for his dream truck all on his own, for making the plan to travel the country, for, finally finding his space where he could work and he could build those funds to do that, and for his persistence with every single sport he played, every activity he did. He always strove to be the best he could. And in that, even if he wasn't the best at something, he always tried to help others to be the best they could. And that made me so happy as a parent. That's something that that's a trait you can only dream of your child having. So, as this video comes to an end, make sure you tell those you love, especially your children, every day, make an effort to tell them all the things you're proud of them for, all the things that you want them to be able to do that you couldn't do maybe. But don't forget to tell them that you're proud of them and to bolster their dreams. And because you never know. You never know when it might be the last time you get that opportunity. So don't miss it.